guys, it's Maggie and I am back today. Before we get into the video, I thought I would reintroduce myself in case there are any new viewers here. So, obviously my name is Maggie because I just said it, but on this channel for a very long time we've talked about Crohn's disease and living with an ostomy bag. I have an autoimmune illness of the GI tract. That's what Crohn's disease is. So it attacks my intestines, basically anywhere from your mouth all the way down. So I've had a bit of intestine removed. I do have a permanent ostomy bag now with no colon, no rectum, and no anus, because that's always fun to talk about on the internet. So I've basically been sharing life, like appointments and everyday living with IBD, Crohn's disease, and that's what we do on this channel. So just in case there was any confusion, there you go. Also, before we get into the video, I just wanted to share this because I thought it was cute, and I made a cute little t-shirt for Halloween saying, you can't scare me, I have Crohn's. So here's a picture of me wearing it. I do have that on my Teespring store. Is it Teespring or is it Spring? I have no idea. I have it on my Spring store. I think that's what they're called now. So if you're interested, there will be links below. There might be like a little banner under this video that has pictures of them. So, but yes, let me give you an update, because it's been a couple of weeks, and I can't believe it's been a couple of weeks because time just flies so fast. So let me give you the update of what's going on. I think most importantly, I should share that I am feeling better, at least GI-wise. GI-wise, I am doing so much better. I had shared a couple weeks ago that I was dealing with seemingly gastritis. We weren't really sure of the cause, if it was maybe a Crohn's disease flare-up or H. pylori. I've not gotten the H. pylori test yet. I do plan on getting it soon. I was kind of trying to let things simmer down, and I was explaining how I shouldn't be on certain medications because it could affect the effectiveness of the H. pylori test, and I was taking Carafate, and that really made all the difference. Like, that made me feel so much better. And doing some research, I found conflicting information of whether or not you can be on that medication for the test. So, waiting till it's been about 2 weeks since I've been taking that, and I will get the test to figure out if that was the cause or maybe something else is going on. But thankfully, I feel so much better. I did gain some of the weight back. You can probably tell on my face. Some of you guys said that you did notice I looked a little bit thinner. Hopefully I don't know, maybe I've rounded out a little bit more since, but I did gain a few pounds back. I think I wound up losing, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 pounds, which is a lot to somebody of my size, because a lot of you guys are like, how tall are you, Maggie? And I'm only 5 foot, so yeah. I'm not a big person to start with, so that's a lot of weight for me, but I gained back probably 4 or 5 pounds, so I'm really thrilled about that. I do have other health things going on. I've had a few appointments over the last couple of weeks. I'm not ready to share about that, but I will in the future, so, you know, look out for that. But yeah, that's the health update. I know you guys were worried, and I'm so thankful for you all checking in on me, checking in on us, and really grateful. Now, to reverse the roles of caregiver, I'm not thrilled about this, but my dad had an appointment a couple weeks ago, a procedure that he had to get done, so Zach and I actually took him in for that because he needed anesthesia, he needed somebody to drive. So we did that, and it was, I was a little worried because it was to check for something. I'm not going to go into detail. I only talk about my own issues on here, at least in depth. I know my dad watches this channel, so I think he'd be fine with me telling you this, but you know, got through that procedure fine, everything's fine. But he did, because we were in person, he told us about another health issue that he found out about over the summer, and he didn't want to worry us, which I feel terrible about. But he told us about it, and it will require a more intense procedure in the future, sooner future, I believe. So we'll see. We will see what happens with that. So that I was just a little surprised. He didn't want to worry us, so I didn't know over the summer. We talk all the time. So I guess he wanted to tell me in person. So I was a little like, oh. But yes, that's been going on. Also, I can't remember if I mentioned this. One of our dogs got sick, and he's fine now. He ate something he shouldn't have. Not anything poisonous to dogs, but something that really didn't agree with him. And he got sick, so that took a couple days of around the clock taking him outside. And then another one of our dogs got sick for a different reason, but all GI symptoms. It was pretty horrible. So we were just around the clock taking shifts, taking her outside, and it was horrible. It was bad. I was very close to taking her to the vet because I didn't know how serious it was, and thankfully she turned a corner right after. I was like, we need to maybe take her. I don't know. I was so on the edge, and I feel like I feel that way with myself a lot, but I don't want to do that with my dog because that's my dog. So thankfully, they're both better. They are both fine. It just was, oh God, that was a few days of fun cleaning the floors when we couldn't quite make it outside. Our shark vac, well, you've seen what can happen when a dog has an accident and a robot vacuum finds it. So we got to experience that. That was not fun at all. We made it through that. And something I don't talk about a lot on here, I did mention in the past, though, is that my brother and his fiance were going to have a baby. They did have the baby this summer, and so we've been seeing them a lot. And I have the cutest nephew. I have claimed this title. He is the cutest, smiliest little baby, and I'm so excited to watch him grow, and it's just really nice to visit them, like nice, happy people. We love seeing them and feel like our family expanded. Yeah, and the last thing I think is that our 1-year anniversary, our wedding anniversary is coming up. Is that not crazy? Does that not blow your mind? Wow, I can't believe it's been a year. It's been a crazy whirlwind of a year, but Zach is the greatest. He's just the greatest, so I'm so thankful to have him. I mean, so incredibly thankful. Yeah, so we're getting ready for Halloween. I mean, we don't do anything, but you know, our pumpkins are growing. Actually, let me show you this because we did buy some pumpkins. I'm kind of hoping to be able to toss the seeds out in the yard again next year because I showed you guys some of the little pumpkins that just grew randomly in our yard, but look. That guy came from our yard. I didn't plant it. It just popped up. So I'm telling you guys, if you want pumpkins, don't try to have pumpkins. Just buy a pumpkin at a farmer's market, throw it out in a field, and you might be surprised what comes of it. Because we actually tried to grow pumpkins on purpose one year and didn't get anything. Like the plants, I don't think they even grew. So I think you're better off throwing a pumpkin out in the yard than buying seeds and trying it that way. At least that's how I've had success. The garden is kind of dwindling down. The tomatoes slowed way down and they're not ripening as fast. So I'm half tempted to just pick the rest of the tomatoes out there and then maybe put them inside where it's a little bit warmer and see if I can get them to ripen a little bit faster. But I've got a ton of tomatoes saved up in the freezer that I'm going to can in the coming weeks. We've been loving it. We've been coming up with all different recipes for the different squash we're pulling out of the garden. Also stuff that I didn't plan on growing, but just grew on their own. And then the green beans, they're still going. I don't know how. They're still going though. So I'm freezing them. I'm blanching and freezing them. They are so good. I told you guys this, but they're delicious. I'm telling you. Just fry them up with a little bit of butter. Very good. So now I'm like, man, I want to grow more food next year. This is fantastic. Like, I've had a garden for the last, oh man, probably last 7 or 8 years. And every year I get a little bit more serious with it. And this year, like, I've got a little shelf that I have all my cans on. I've done different salsas. We actually just canned up the acorn squash. They just look so cute in a can. I don't know. It's fun though. It's really neat to do. So anyways, I think that's the update for you. I know it's been crazy. I'm hoping to keep you more updated as we move forward in life, and I'll keep you updated on the health things, and I'll let you know how my dad is doing. He's doing fine right now. Thankfully, has no symptoms from what he needs to have taken care of. It's hard to explain, but I'm not going to explain it because it's not my thing to explain. But he is feeling good, so that's really great. We had a great conversation last night. My dad and I are the type that we call probably every couple weeks, but we talk for 3 or 4 hours. Do any of you guys do that? It's good. So anyways, guys, I really hope that you're feeling good, and I really appreciate your messages to me, because they're very kind and encouraging. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!